finally gonna work on the 240 this video. First, I have to wash it. This car hasn't been washed in months. Hasn't been washed in maybe 6 months. Let me wash it and then I'll tell you guys what we're gonna do to it this video. I don't have any car wash soap, so I'm gonna have to use this. It's a good thing the paint's already messed up on it. Is finally clean. Here with the OG Esteban.
What up?
Real OG right here. It looks like a shit box, but it looks like a clean shit box now. You want to show them your car later in a bit? Let me dry this real quick, and then I'm gonna give you guys a look at this fool's car, bro. How old are you?
19.
This fool is 19, driving a fucking built CTS-V. What the fuck, bro? All right, real quick before I go, I'm gonna let the homie Esteban here give you guys a quick rundown on this car, bro, because it's just bad. What year is it?
2009 CTS-V, 4-inch pistons, rods, crank, max effort ported blower, one-piece drive shaft. It's a fun track car.
Bro got the ice chest in the back, on the welds, got the ice box in the back. This fool dailies this car, bro. Like, I have 4 cars. I got the daily for the daily for the daily. This fool just dailies this car, bro. How much does it make it to the wheels?
825.
Around, so this shit's making like 800 horsepower to the wheels, bro. And this fool dailies it like.
It's the stock blower is just ported snout, bigger throttle body, smaller pulley. I got the grip tech 2.35. I got the lower pulley. I don't disclose that one right there.
It's just bad. This shit makes me want to fucking CTS-V or like another muscle car. I used to be all about this shit, bro. If I didn't have a V8 in it, I didn't care about it. And now I'm stuck with this car and this car. Like, what, bro? Like, how do I go from this to this, bro? Show you guys what it sounds like. Damn, bro, this shit makes me want a good old drag strip car, bro. Those of you guys that don't know, not my first car, but like my first like real car that I actually started working on was a 2007 Mustang with the Whipple supercharger on it. I miss having a V8 with a lot of power in it. That's just sick. Congrats, bro, this shit's bad.
Thank you.
Let me finish this up, wash all my cars. And like I said, next clip you guys see, we'll be working on 240. Finally, I know a lot of you guys have been DMing me and asking in the comments where the fuck the 240 is. It's ready to take to the track. It's not finished at all, but it's enough to at least go have some fun in it. And I'm
hibernating.
Yeah, she's been hibernating. I'm over it, bro. I just want to go and drive already. I have an angle kit at the house ready. I got fucking a lightweight flywheel, lightweight clutch, one-piece drive shaft. Like, I got all this shit, bro, but I don't want to throw it on and learn like that. I want to learn in as stock as possible, so. This motherfucking seatbelts don't work. Seatbelts don't work. 800 something horsepower. I haven't been in a car like this in a minute, bro. Damn, bro. Hey, that shit hooks fucking nice, dog.
Yeah. Those are them.
And it's on cold tires.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. I forgot that feeling, bro. That shit fucking puts your balls in your stomach, dog. Yeah. You handled this shit, because the second I felt it go, like I was like, all right, like I was glad about to tap this, but you knew when to let off of it. Yeah, that's dope, bro.
You gotta know when to let off, bro.
Yeah,
that was fast.
Because a lot of people, bro, when that shit like gives out, they're like, they try to, because bro, the best feeling is when you lose traction and you don't let off and you still keep it. That's the best feeling ever, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that on these streets.
Yeah, on these streets you can't, but even in general, you could be on a big ass street and you think you got it, and it just takes one little millisecond of like a miscalculation in the wheel and the throttle, bro, and you're fucked. I shouldn't have ridden in this shit, bro. This shit makes me want one bad. I know a lot of you guys watching have probably been in a fast ass car like this, but bro, I just can't explain the feeling. It's like especially after not being in it for so long. Is that as like the beginning of a roller coaster? Like your stomach, yeah, you feel stuck. You feel like you're like, fuck, what's the word? You feel like the whole world is just passing by you and you're just like in the fucking, I don't even know how to explain it, bro. It's just crazy. How would you explain it? I remember when I was getting used to my Mustang, I would hit it and I would come home every single night, my hands would be shaking, bro. Every single night. And it was like 600 horsepower,
yeah,
bro.
That would be me. I'll get off the car like that, all scared and shit, but you know, you
get used to it, yeah.
I would almost explain that shit as euphoric, bro. It's like, damn, like you kind of get addicted to that.
Yeah, literally, bro. Yeah. I mean, I think I said it already, but I crashed that car, and it was just cause like, bro, I was stupid. I was spending like $100 of gas like every 2 days, cause I would just take that car out and just literally just hit after hit after hit, cause it's like a weird feeling. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not even joking. Like you guys think I'm exaggerating. I shouldn't have ridden in this car, bro. I shouldn't have ridden this car, dog. Comment down below if you guys want to see some more like just big horsepower V8 fast car shit, bro. Cause this fool's always got. He just had a TRX. This fool always has fucking crazy ass cars, bro. Hopping into my 100 horsepower 240 next week and doing some donuts, bro. She's gonna feel like nothing.
Chris is gonna drive my car and he's gonna teach me how
to yeah, I'm gonna teach this fool how to fucking drift in his car, bro, in my car. Damn, bro, that was sick.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, dog, appreciate it. For real now, next clip you guys see, we're gonna be working on the 240. That was crazy. Janelle's got the 240 ready, and like I said, we're gonna be installing gauges on it today because my cluster, the coolant temp doesn't work. So it looks cool, but the coolant temp doesn't work. The speedometer doesn't work. I don't care about the speedometer, but the coolant temp is important because obviously I want to see if my car's overheating. But let me show you guys the gauges and show you guys how we're gonna be installing them. All right, got the gauges right here. Got the homie Janelle. What's up? He's gonna help me wire these in because he knows a lot more about electrical. I've never installed gauges before either, so I don't even know where to start. I went with glow shift gauges. They're like the most affordable ones I could find, but they seem pretty good for the quality. I just got the analog ones, not the digital ones, because I think these would probably be more accurate. I'd rather trust needles than like just digital numbers. There, can you explain to that?
Sandwich plate to adapt oil pressure gauge to just to put it onto where the oil filter goes.
So that you need that to be able to put the fitting into that, huh? To read pressure off of that?
Yeah.
All right. And then on top of that, I needed to buy this kit as well. So this is a GK Tech part, and it's basically just splices in between your coolant lines, and it gives you a threaded fitting in the middle to be able to put the actual coolant temp sensor onto this. And then that way, with the sandwich plate for the oil filter, and then this in the coolant line, we just got to run wires basically to the gauges on the inside of the car. And then this car should be ready to take to the track, and I don't have to worry about the car overheating. So, like I said, I don't even know where the fuck to start. So Janelle's gonna help me, and we're gonna just go step by step, and I'll show you guys how we install them. But I'm excited because literally this time next week, hopefully this car's out at the track or at the pit again, and just getting some seat time in because I need to drive this car, bro. It's been way too long. Let's get everything organized and then break everything down and show you guys how to install it. All right, so this sandwich plate in particular has 3 fittings. One could be like oil pressure, oil temp, and then maybe like a turbo feed or something. So this is the sensor that came with the glow shift gauge, and this is what's gonna be actually reading the pressure. So I guess it doesn't really matter where we put it. I think I'm gonna put it on the side right here. And then this sandwich plate, for some reason, only came with 1 plug. This plug's gonna go in here. Janelle has a fucking big ass bolt bin, and I had to find another bolt. So I think this one's gonna fit. I'm gonna put some seating on it. Worst case scenario, it leaks, I'll just order another fitting and I'll put that in later. But for now, just to get the car running, that should work. What are you working on?
Water temp gauge. The sensor that came with the gauge is going on there. As you can see it through there. And we're just gonna have to splice into the radiator hoses. I believe it's the upper radiator hose in the middle, and it'll tell us our temperature gauge.
So this is the one that came with the glow shift gauge.
Yes,
it didn't come with this. And then these are the only things it needs to relay the information to the gauge?
Yeah, and then you ground this as this bolt right here, so you could ground the sensor.
He already got that set up. I'm gonna tighten all this, put sealing on it, and then we'll move on to the gauges, all the wiring stuff. So let me get this tightened up and then we'll move on to the next step. Sandwich plate ready. Everything's nice and tight. Got the sealant on it so it shouldn't leak. So now this is ready. And now Janelle's just working on putting all this stuff together for the gauges. The gauges are gonna be like this in the AC vent, and they're gonna face the driver. They come with this little sleeve right here. Kind of blocks out the sun a little bit and it like looks sleek, so that's pretty dope. But right now he's working on basically the back right here. The gauges come with these metal brackets and they go like this, right? Through the back right here. But we gotta cut this right here to length so that when you tighten it, it's gonna hold the gauge nice and tight inside of here. I'm so excited to drive. I've been sim drifting and I got like the very basics down. I'll put a clip on the screen right now. And I've been driving like on purpose, like a fucking, literally a K in that game, bro. It's so hard to fucking drive a K in that game. It literally, I didn't even think it was possible. It took me like a whole week just to do like 2 corners. Hopefully it translates to real life at least a little bit. All right, let's get this finished and then I'll be back with an update in a bit. Got the gauges nice and sturdy. They're inside the mounting plate. This is the bracket that we needed to cut so you guys can see basically what the idea of it was. But yeah, this is ready. The sandwich plate is ready. The thing that splices into the pipe is ready. I think basically it's just wiring. First step, we got the actual pods in, basically. Bro, this shit's so ass. I bought this shit off Etsy, bro. Do not buy that shit. This shit's completely flat, so there's no way for it to mount in. But I was supposed to put these pods in like 3 or 4 months ago and I was in a rush, so I needed to order this. There's another company that sells these with clips, so I'm gonna order that. It's just like a 2-week wait time, so I'm gonna order that tonight. But we basically fished the wires in through here, past the climate control, and to the back of this. So now
I am organizing it so we can start sending wires and shit to the engine bay, and we can start connecting shit and using the radio harness to power the wire, or power the gauges.
I just passed through wires for the coolant temp sensor through the bottom right here. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but there's a hole underneath there. And it's 2 wires. I passed that through the hole in there. And now the wires are out through that hole right there. And it's just these 2 wires. And it comes all the way. I mean, it gives you more than enough wire, which is good. But I think I'm gonna splice into this hole right here, if I'm correct. But we got some coolant clamps right here, so I'm gonna, hopefully this will stop the car from losing too much coolant. Clamp this side, got another clamp right here for this side, and then we're gonna splice right in the middle right here. I think we're in the straightest part, and then this is where the GK Tech threaded fitting is gonna go. And then these wires just basically have to splice into the actual sensor that's on that. So this GK Tech part is basically gonna splice right into here. I don't even know if this is the right hose fitting size. It should be. I don't know. Hopefully it is. Juniel right now is testing the inside and he's trying to find live wires and all that stuff. Basically everything that's needed to power the gauges. But you're not finding power, right? So I guess my radio's not getting power. It did used to have a working radio, but then it stopped working. So I don't know what the problem is. Worst case scenario, what? You're gonna have to tap into the fuse box. So we'll see right now what we do, but this is the part that's annoying. Once he figures out what wires we can actually get for power and constant power and the accessory power and all that stuff, it should be a lot easier, and then it's just actually splicing into it. Right now I think I'm gonna start cutting the coolant hose, and then what else I have to do? I have to take off the oil filter. Hopefully I don't lose too much oil so I don't have to do a full oil change. But yeah, I'm gonna start putting the filter sandwich plate, and the coolant temp cut off T thing. So let me get started on that while Junior figures out the electrical. temps in. It was actually pretty easy with those clamps. I barely lost any coolant, maybe like half a quart, maybe even less than that. The clamps it came with kind of sucked, but they're there. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Worst case scenario, just get some new clamps. This is kind of close to the battery, but I mean, this isn't touching anything else as metal, so it should be fine. I already cut down the wires a little bit shorter to make it easier for Janelle to wire them once he's over here. But that's ready. Every single time I work on this car, specifically the 240, I always end up with one of these in my hand, bro. All the time. So was the radio working, or you found something down there that was messed up?
The fuse wasn't in all the way.
So normal, like my other problem that I had before.
There's a constant, obviously. This is a power, so it turns on and off with the key. And then the dimmer is this one, but I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys.
So the dimmer is gonna work on the gauges?
Yeah, so the dimmer's gonna work, and then all I need to do is just find somewhere to ground this, and then hopefully they turn on.
Oh, you just found the wires, or you picked one strategically?
So, I mean, the radio only has a power ground.
Almost the same thing?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah. So yeah, this is getting finalized. Bro, that shit looks crazy on camera, bro. That's getting finalized. Oh, I gotta run the wires for the oil pressure, huh? After? Alright, I'm gonna get started on that, and I'll be right back. I already loosened the oil filter. I'm gonna try and use my Spalo cup to try and take it out without making a mess. I got a catch can down there, but it's like right on top of the subframe. I don't know why the fuck they put the oil filter here. I'll relocate it one day, but not right now. I'll probably put it like somewhere over here or something. Fuck, this shit don't even fit. Janelle, if I get oil on your driveway, I'm sorry. Imagine no oil comes out. I don't got any more oil in the motor. Pray for me, boys. Fuck, now I got tamarindo on the fucking filter.
You have rags right next to you.
Barely any oil came out. I mean, there's oil in the filter. That's good, but not much came out of it. I have to get these threads fit onto actual block and sandwich the actual plate. So I had to move the fittings around because that's the only way that it could fit and the sensor could still plug into it. But I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it. So the sandwich plate comes with two fittings. I guess it's like for SR or KA. I'm not sure, but this one didn't thread onto my block, so I used the other one. Or no, this one didn't thread into the oil filter. So I got it in now. I don't think you guys are gonna be able to see it. There's a sandwich plate right there, and I have the fitting. This is the connection down here. This is for the oil pressure, and it should work fine. I already have the line threaded through here. It has a pretty thick plastic coating on it, so I don't think I got to protect it from chafing. I'll just zip tie it and make sure that this doesn't have too much movement right here. The oil filter sandwich plate's done. This is already wired. We already connected it, and now Juniel just needs. What do you have left to do?
Ground this bitch.
So there's just literally that blue wire that he's holding just needs to be grounded, and then we should just be able to turn on and try it, right?
Si, senor.
Hopefully everything works, and then I can actually take it to the track finally. Damn, bro. It feels good working on 240. I haven't worked on it in months. Just been busy with the truck and the E30. We grounded that blue wire right there, just right underneath the shifter plate. And now the gauges are all wired. Go ahead. Sheesh. Sick. Oh, hell yeah. Dope. Thank you, dog. Appreciate it.
Check for any leaks.
Now we just gotta check for any leaks, especially on that oil filter sandwich plate and on the new coolant line because we spliced into it. But the gauges work. They're reading something. Hopefully the coolant does start reading, but the car's cold right now, so in a few seconds this car warms up pretty fast. So we'll see right now if the water temp actually starts climbing up, but the oil pressure is reading right now, so that's a really good sign. All right, let's clean up and check for leaks. Water temp actually went up, so now we just got to keep the car running and make sure that the operating temperature stays where it's supposed to be. Oil pressure went a little bit down, which is fine. What's it at right now? 30? It's a little bit above 30 psi, which I think is fine for a K. I'm not sure. I'm gonna Google the specs because I don't even know what the K is supposed to be at, so I'm high, bro. Now I don't have to worry about anything. They're always gonna be here, and I can always check the oil pressure and the water temp, which is like two of the most important things when drifting, I think, in my opinion. Now I'm gonna put the climate control back in because it's just hanging in there, so I'm gonna attach that to make it look a little bit better. Put the shift boot back on, the shift knob and all that, and then just let it run and make sure the car maintains idle and stuff, so everything seems good. That's the main thing I needed to get done to be able to take it drifting, because I didn't want to just take it without being able to see what the temperature was at. Oh, I dropped the car with the fucking oil pan underneath. God damn it, I forgot about that. But I don't see any leaks of oil, so that's good. I'm gonna check the oil level, make sure that the oil is good and everything. I'm gonna check that, see if it needs an oil change. I don't think it does, because I haven't even driven the car since we replaced the head gasket on it. I think the last thing I really need before I go out is I already have a battery tied down. I just need to install it, because this battery is literally just loose in here and it'll probably move too much. So I gotta get the battery tied down for it, and then I want to secure this fuel filter to the side of the wall right here, because I don't like how it's just hanging right here like this. So those are the two things I want to do, and then the car should be ready. So I'll probably do that at my house. The car looks sick, dude. I'm hyped. Everything's ready. I'm driving the car. Gauges are working. The car didn't overheat or anything. Doesn't seem like it at idle. So right now I'm gonna go put gas, because this car needs gas. I haven't put gas in it forever. Next day after we got the gauges installed, I gotta go back to Janelle's house right now, because the last things that this car needs, actually, the battery inside this car is not tied down, it's not held down by anything. It's literally just hanging inside my engine bay in the corner. It's fine for driving, but drifting, like actually swinging the car, that's a lot of momentum. So I have a battery tie down kit. We're gonna be installing this right now. I'm gonna just drill some holes in the factory location. I was gonna relocate it to the trunk. I don't have time to wait for the kit and be able to install it, so I'm gonna just install this. It should hold it down for now. It should be fine, and then later eventually I'll do it into the actual trunk of the car. But for now, I just want to do that just so the battery's nice and secure. I don't have to worry about it. And rebleed the car, because yesterday when I put the coolant temp sensor inside, when I spliced in the coolant temp sensor, the GK Tech pipe, I lost a little bit of coolant. Not a lot of coolant, but I guess like maybe a little bit of air got in the system. Because yesterday when I was driving the car, it never overheated, but it got to like 220, which is a little bit too hot, I think, for a KA. If it gets anywhere around 240, I'm gonna shut off the car and I'm not gonna drive it, obviously. It's an iron block, so it should be able to hold up to the heat pretty well. And it has an MLS head gasket in it, so I'm not worried about the car overheating too much, especially now that I can actually see what the temp gauge is actually at. So hopefully it just has a small air bubble in the car, because it only gets hot for a few seconds. But yeah, let me head over to Janelle's, and I need to borrow some bolts from him so I can get this battery tray tied down. Made it to Janelle's house. Here with the homie Janelle, homie Kevin. Janelle's working on one of his homie's cars. I don't know what the fuck. Janelle must have had a Lexus in his past life, bro, because all his homies have fucking Lexuses, bro. Oh, your IS, huh? But that's a different type of Lexus, though. It's not that big body, presidential. But yeah, I'm just waiting on this food to finish this. And then we're gonna pull in my 240. I'm gonna put the battery tray on, and I'm gonna try and probably rebleed the car real quick, just add some coolant, top it off. Let's take off the battery and install the tray. Let me show you guys the tray. Got the battery tray here. Seems pretty simple. I just have to find out a way to mount this to the actual bottom chassis of the car down here. So I'm gonna take out this battery right now. You'll see the tray that I'm using right now at the bottom is just like a normal like plastic tray. So I'm gonna remove that, and hopefully that one just fits in there good, and then I can just put like 2 bolts or 3 bolts, and that'll just hold the battery in place. And then that way this battery will actually be held down in place, because right now I can literally lift this out of here if I wanted to, and it doesn't seem like it'll move, but drifting and stuff, I don't want it to move my radiator and shit like that. This is like, I don't even know, like 50 pounds, 60 pounds. So let's get started on that. All right, I got the tray in. It looks like it's gonna fit a little crooked, There's already a couple holes at the bottom. Like this random hole, all these small holes, I don't even know for what. Hopefully Janelle has some bolts I can use. Maybe just one in this corner, one in that corner. Just to hold it in place. And then I don't know if this harness is gonna be a problem. I don't know, we'll see. But next step is seeing if hopefully one of these holes fits, and then I can use pre-existing holes, or if not, I'm gonna have to drill some new ones and put a bolt and a nut on the other side. So we'll see how we do this. The battery tray's in, the battery's in. I hope the battery doesn't die, because bro, this shit's a bitch to remove low-key. It's not too bad, but it takes forever. It's nice and sturdy. I don't have to worry about the battery going anywhere, hopefully. This has a little bit of room at the bottom, but I had to chop off a little bit on that bracket right there because it was too tall. The hood wouldn't close. But now everything is nice and tight. Oh fuck, this shit's still hot. Let's beat it. Hopefully it stops the overheating issue. Not overheating, but hopefully it stops running a little warm. Low key, the car did need a little bit of coolant. It took a whole water wetter bottle and what, like maybe a quart, almost a quart of coolant. So maybe the car was just down on coolant a bit, or maybe I did lose a bit when I spliced in the thing. Maybe that's why it's getting a little hot, hopefully. I'm gonna let it bleed for a little bit, turn it on and off, cycle it a couple times, because Ks are a bitch to bleed, bro. Hopefully it's not that bad. I had to start working on a 240 real quick. I entered a raffle to win a hatch with like an SR in it. They're doing the drawing right now in a bit, so let's see if we win this shit, bro. It should be sick. With the 240 in the background. We are gonna shake the box, and you I didn't win shit, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it. We ain't getting an SR today, but whatever. 240 is doing good. It's not overheating. I'm gonna rev it again a couple times, see if it bleeds out any more air bubbles. But it should be straight after this. It did need a little bit of coolant, so hopefully that's why I was running hot. But that's pretty much it, bro. Car's ready. So I think I'm gonna just end the video here. Next video is either gonna be working on the truck and getting that ready to take it to the track, but probably not, because I do want to refresh the suspension on it, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in time. I have to drop the drive shaft and re-grease it, that's for sure. It's making a weird noise. But other than that, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully next week the car does good and I get some more seat time in, nothing breaks. So we'll see what's up, but that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed any moment in this video, please consider subscribing. Drop a like, really helps out a lot, especially for a small channel like mine. And I'll see you guys next time.